Hi everyone, my name's Candy Gigi and you're watching my first ever video on motherhood and healthy parenting. Now I started making these videos because I know that as a new mother you desperately want to get everything right and be the best parent you can be. Now I know that's not always easy because motherhood is stressful, you know, and sometimes if you're a single parent like me you can feel lost and hopeless and desperate. Okay, but please don't worry. You know, we've all been there and reached those low points and felt like we couldn't do it alone. But, you know, the important thing to always remember is to stay calm and know that you're not alone. And also, the important thing that we take for granted and we forget is keep your sanity, okay? Keep your sanity because that's so easily lost amongst the craziness and the sort of chaos of your new life as a parent. But if you lose your sanity, how can you bring up a well-grounded, happy, stable person into the world if you yourself are not well-grounded, happy and stable? Okay, so remember that. So my first vlog today is going to be about feeding your baby, okay, feeding your baby. Now a lot of people assume it's an easy thing to do, okay, because what can be hard about feeding a baby? You know, surely you shove the food in their face and you're done with it, but no, there's a lot more to it than that, you know. So, and there's a few techniques and stuff that I'm gonna go through with you today. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate with my son, who's just done it, what I'm gonna do, and then hopefully there's some things that you can take home with you yourself, and that will help you with your life as a parent. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to my son now. His name's Callum. He's just woken up, so I don't wanna. Callum, you awake? Hello, gorgeous. Hello, you are gorgeous. Yes, you are gorgeous. You are gorgeous. Oh, it's so lovely. Okay, so I'm going to get him out of his cot now. Be careful, by the way. I always want you to remember, always keep hold of the head, okay? I know that's something that seems a bit obvious, but always keep hold of the head because one time I let go and a bit of it fell off. Okay, I don't really like talking about it, but it did happen, so just be careful, okay? So here's my son, Callum. Shh. Here he is, Callum. So everybody say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say it. Say hello. Say it. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, as you can see, Callum, he's 3 months old, okay, but he's a big boy. He's a big boy, which is amazing because he was born prematurely. Okay, he's a big boy. And I think that's because he's always ate very, very well. He's always ate very well. We had him on solids at just 3 days old. I remember we were in a park and he saw a brick and he wanted it. So I gave it to him and he ate it all up and, you know, that was him on his way. But you just got to remember that every child is different. That's the important thing to remember. Every child's different, you know. Okay, so Callum's not a fussy eater, okay, he's not at all. He'll eat pretty much anything, but he has got one favourite food, okay, one thing you do, don't you, baby? One thing that he loves and that he always enjoys, and that is very liquid. He loves very liquid. I remember when I first gave it to him, I thought, oh, you know, I shouldn't because it should usually just be used as a treat. But it was such a good boy, I thought I'd give him some. And he loved it, and he took to it straight away. Okay, so I'm just going to show you now how I feed Callum. Okay, so what you've got to do, you've got to get the head, okay, get there. Remember, support the head always. Back of arm on head, because bits will fall off. Okay, so back of arm on head. Then you get the spoon. Okay, it doesn't matter what spoon it is. Okay, I like to use this spoon because I know it hasn't been anywhere else. There's some spoons in my house that sometimes I like to use. Anyway, so I'm going to use this spoon, okay, and what I do is I get just a little bit of fairy liquid on it, just enough, okay, not too much, never too much. You don't want to, you know, you want to spoil them, but you don't want to go crazy. Okay, so just enough, and you get their mouth, okay, you don't force it open, but you just like that, just sort of make sure it's open enough that it goes in, and you encourage them to say ah. So say ah, Callum. Callum does it quite naturally because he's opened his mouth for me already, so he's ready to go. And you just put it in there. There we go. There is a good boy. There's a good boy. Okay, so you give it to them there. If they have trouble swallowing, what I tend to do is I tend to hold him like this and shake him. if you do that, just shake them. It just sort of encourages them. It sort of trickles down the back of their throat or stalk or whatever you want to call it. You just do that, give them a shake, and then you can follow the winding process of putting them over your shoulder and just making sure that it's all gone down and that it's coming back up again. Remember, down, up, down, up. So you just lightly pat them on the back, and just to make sure that there's no sort of trapped gas there. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for today. I just thought I'd make a little video, but I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't want anyone to feel intimidated by me as a parent, that, you know, that I've got it all together, you know, because I haven't. And sometimes, like everyone else, you know, I get a little bit, you know, like stressed, and things get to me and I don't know all the answers. But the important thing is to try. And if you try, then you can always be a winner. Thank you very much. I've been Candice Gigi.